integration of Arc network in FrontierBlox Engine. FrontierBlox Engine offers unmatched protection for your transactions with real-time monitoring. The FrontierBlox Engine works by setting some certain rules to your own smart contracts. For example, KYC, Geo-Restriction, amount limitation, and forbidden accounts. So now I'm going to demonstrate how this works. I'm going to create a project and deploy rules on the Arc network, and then interact with the smart contracts in the Arc network. So first of all, we're going to create a new project. Let's call it Arc network, and then we're going to upload smart contracts in the Arc network. And now let's go to regular rule injection, where we can inject the rules into smart contracts or the function within the smart contracts. These are the rules we have. We have KYC, forbidden accounts, geo-restriction, and amount limitation. Let's do KYC and the geo-restriction. And then we're going to push the rules or deploy the rules into Arc network. Let's confirm the deployments. And now for geo-restriction rule, and then apply values of the rule. Now the smart contracts the rules has been deployed, and we got a KYC notification. This is from the KYC rule. We have admin added. The owner of the deployed rule has been added as admin in the smart contracts, and we got the geo-restriction notifications. This is notification for regional blocks, and then for the admins who has been added to the geo-restriction smart contracts to be able to interact with the rule. Now let's deploy the user smart contracts. Okay, now the deployment has been completed, and we can now move on to the monitoring parts. If we select, for example, the Arc network projects, we're going to see some metrics, for example, the total unique calls, total calls, and total gas used, and health score, transaction, and top performance smart contracts, which is the smart contracts. And if we select the smart contracts, we're going to see some more data about the smart contracts, the total calls, used gas in the smart contracts, the rule activity. We have KYC and geo-restriction, the rule enforcement, so which is the configuration has been set when the rules has been deployed, and then the top address. The top address is interacted with this smart contract is going to be in here, and the top method, which is the top function called. We have rule statistics for the KYC and geo-restriction, how many times triggered, and success rates, and last time triggered. And triggered events, we have admin audit and geo-restriction events. And smart contracts transactions, this transactions for the smart contracts, and we have the gas consumption, the gas used in each function. And these are all the dashboard metrics for the user smart contracts. And we have this tab where you can see more data about the rule, which events has been triggered. We have the admin audit events, and we have in here for geo-restriction. Also we have events for the admin added in the geo-restriction, and the countries that has been restricted with the details of the block number and the time, and also transaction hash. Now let's try to interact with this smart contracts. I'm going to use Postman to interact with it. This should fail because we have the KYC verification. If we check the notifications, we're going to see that some KYC verification has been failed because the address I'm trying to send the coins to is not in the KYC, so it's going to fail. If we check the notification, we're going to see more details about the function, the network, and the rule address, and then what's the details, for example, what's happening in here. So the address is not allowed in this function we're trying to interact with. Now if we go to, for example, to Arc Explorer, we're going to find out this is the rule, KYC rule, with the logs and the transactions, etc. And these are the rules, the events has been triggered in this rule. Yeah, and this is the geo-restriction. It said the geo-restriction has been approved because I'm not in the restricted country. Yeah, this is everything about the Arc integration in FrontierBlox Engine.